Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. And I know it's been quite a while, and I know every time I say it's quite a while, it takes me a long time to come back. I keep saying I'm going to make a comeback, but I really don't. But I'm really going to try to make some more videos. I'm thinking of topics to actually talk about so that we can make some more videos. But today, it was actually a great day because the topic for us was actually handed to us on a platter. It was just right there. It was just like, come grab us, come talk about us. So that's what we're doing today. We're talking about a topic, and that topic is Dak Prescott signing his new 4-year, $160 million contract. And I know when you hear that, you're like, whoa, that's a lot of money. And yes, it is a lot of money to be signing. And let's get this out of the way first. Does Dak Prescott deserve that deal, in my opinion? Well, I will say this. I don't personally think he deserved that big of a deal. Did he deserve a big deal? Yes, he deserved a big deal because, of course, he was a fourth-round pick. So he didn't get paid a lot throughout his career, except for last year. He got paid a lot more last year, but throughout his career, he hasn't been paid that much. So did he deserve a big contract? Yes, he deserved it. But that big of a contract, I would say no. But let's look at this. Look at it this way: Jared Goff. And we got Carson Wentz and Jared Goff making these big numbers. And what happened to them, as you see here, they were traded to different teams. They didn't play well, and they were able to get those big contracts. But when we look at Dak Prescott, who has been consistent, he doesn't really get hurt, well, except for last year, of course. He's been a consistent player that puts up numbers, and he's been a really good leader for the team. So does he deserve his money in that aspect? I think so. Compared to those quarterbacks, yes, he deserves that money in that aspect. And if you look at the quarterback market, I mean, that's what the quarterbacks are going for. So do they deserve that money? Yeah, I would say so. So yes, I think this contract was well worth it for him, and I think he deserved it in that way. So now let's look at it from the Cowboys aspect. I think this was a good time to sign this contract. Of course, the franchise tag deadline is coming up in a couple days, and the problem there is you could have franchised him and still had time to re-sign him. But if you franchise him, you would have to cut some players in order to do that. If you sign him now, you don't have to cut players because you have his money spread out throughout the years. So it's good to actually, I think this is a good, perfect timing to actually sign him to this contract so that way you don't have to worry about it. And also, another good aspect is free agency is coming up, and you didn't want Dak Prescott's contract hanging over your head like that. You didn't want it to be hanging over you, being your number one thing on your free agency list. You didn't want that. So it was good to sign him now so that way you can focus on free agency, because of course, if you guys watch the Cowboys games or you're a Cowboys fan, you know that their defense was god-awful last year. It was terrible. So they need to improve their defense. I think that should be the number one priority in free agency. So now it can be. They don't have to worry about signing Dak Prescott. They can just focus on the defense and upgrading the defense. I also think another area is to upgrade the offensive line depth, because of course a lot of the offensive line got hurt last year, and you know how bad it was. It was terrible. It was almost bad as the defense. The offensive line was bad, and offensive line is a very important piece, of course, to your team. So I think it's very important for them to have signed Dak Prescott now. That way they can focus on everything else in free agency. Of course, Dak Prescott's contract's going to take a big chunk of your cap, so you're not going to be able to do a lot of things in free agency anyways. But now you can at least go out and get a couple decent players on the defense and upgrade them. Maybe get a couple decent players on the offensive line and upgrade them. So I think this is a very important thing for the Cowboys, and I think it was a great move to sign him now, and I think it was overall a good move because they needed a quarterback. They needed a quarterback of the future, and I think it was good to get this over with and not have to have this hanging over your head. Why Jerry Jones waited to now to do this, I have no idea. I really don't. But finally, he was able to do it. Of course, Dak Prescott wanted that shorter-term deal so that he can sign again when he's 31, because his contract ends at his age 31 season, so he wanted a new contract then. Of course, the Cowboys wanted a longer contract, 5 years, so they can spread the contract throughout the years, but Dak Prescott wanted the 4-year deal. I know this has been a problem throughout the whole time, so that's why this has been an argument. So I don't understand why now Jerry Jones decided to sign him to this, but I'm glad he finally did it, and I think that's great. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, if you guys want to even talk about Dak Prescott's new contract in the comments below, go ahead and do it, and I will see you guys in the next video.